Hello everyone, this is Trey the VA here, and today we're going to be doing a Cyber Angel deck profile, because, you know, why not? We need some more female protagonists to love in this channel. What am I doing with myself?
Like you don't have enough.
Exactly. I am going to be doing other characters that aren't female protagonists, because, you know, I will be making an appliances deck profile. Fluffles will be interesting as well. And Weather Painters, I'm going to update that deck profile.
Really waiting for those fluffles and those Weather Painter deck profiles, though.
I know, right? It's been forever since I made a Weather Painter deck profile. So I got a budget artist behind here on camera.
Yo.
So check out his channel. Team Minecraft, by the way. Subscribe. Please, we're desperate. So, but anyway, this is like a fun ritual deck. I built this for like a casual play, so like I don't really expect hand traps in this. But say your opponent's playing like a huge extra deck thing like DDDs or Ignisters, yeah, they're kind of screwed.
Wow, you're throwing shots at me already, dude.
I'm sorry, man. I'm just saying.
Not even 2 minutes into the video already.
But like you gotta admit, Vrash does do a pain on everyone's deck.
Obviously. Alright.
Right, so let's start this off. So first off, I run 2 Cyber Petite Angel. Standard one. Whenever this card's summoned, you get to add 1 Cyber Angel monster or 1 Machine Angel ritual to your hand. Simple. But you can only use the card once per turn. So I only run 2 of this, not 3, because if I see 3, it's just kind of a brick.
Makes sense.
1 Cyber Egg Angel. I was thinking about running this at 2, but I didn't want to because it only searches the Machine Angel in the field spell. And it's also a level 2, so you can summon these whenever you want.
Yeah.
Even from the graveyard with their field spell, which I'll explain later. I want to do a shout out to Jeff, because he managed to give me all 3 of these modules. These things were about like $30.
Yeesh.
Together, not like a pop. So
I was about to say, people out there, get yourself a friend named Jeff. He's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Plays on chains, used to play True Dracos, you know.
Yeah.
Really cool guy. He managed to give me a playmat, which is really cool. But anyway, Maju of the 10,000 hands, great ritual support. Just normal summon, add 1 of your spells or ritual monsters to hand.
Is that only on normal summon?
Normal summon or flip summon.
Okay.
But if it was like special summon, that'd be insane. But here's the thing. With him, he's a fairy in a light type. You get to search him with Ben 10.
That's hilarious.
And that's like the main monsters. The rest of the monsters are the incantation. So we got 3 Pencil Plume. People are going to really get mad at me when I say Pencil Plume at 3. The only reason why I'm saying Pencil Plume at 3 is because how quickly you burn out of your Machine Angel rituals. So you want to recycle those as quickly as possible.
Makes sense.
Then 2 incantations Kendall to search out your spells.
Why don't we run 3 incantation candles?
Again, you don't want to burn out your spells so quickly. So
Yeah.
once you do that, it kind of does that. 2 Talismandra. I find Talismandra at 2 instead of 3 mainly because you could search them out either way with your Petite Angel or Ben 10. So you got like a lot of search options.
Yeah.
And the ritual spell. Not the ritual, the field spell, obviously. Then last for the incantations, 1 Bookstone to get back your monsters from graveyard. And generic last hand trap, honest. I'm planning on bumping this up to 2. I'm thinking about taking 1 about the Edatons out of 3 I run, but I don't know. I'm still playtesting this deck. It's still changing and all that. And that's it for the regular monsters. We're just going to go right into the rituals.
That was fast.
Yeah, no really explanation for the main monsters, but it's the rituals is the start of the show.
Really count.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a ritual deck.
3.
Oh my god.
3 Natasha. Okay.
I hate Natasha so much.
Most people play her at 1 or 2. I like playing her at 3. By far one of the best Cyber Angel monsters. So people were like, what does Natasha do? Why do you play her at 3? First of all, she's a level 5, so pretty easy to summon out. Then, whenever she has an effect, you can target 1 monster on the field, gain attack equal to half of his attack. Half of his attack. Not original, which is really good. Then, say your whole entire field's full of rituals, and you have 2 of these on field, or 1 of them on field, negate all their attacks. So, it can be really annoying, but it only works on ritual monsters. So, say, like an extra deck monster or a regular monster, it doesn't work.
So, something that I found out is that the easiest way to deal with this is either targeted or non-targeted removal, because that's kind of where the deck like falls flat.
Yeah, if they do win the create a card pull, they would automatically get the non-targeting thing.
Yeah.
Like it's most likely going to be a ritual monster because they need some more ritual monsters in the deck, and she has a base stat of 1,000 attack, 1,000 defense, which is not that bad, but this thing can stack up with Edatin.
Yeah. And
its last effect is whenever this card's in the graveyard, banish 1 Cyber Angel monster, target 1 monster your opponent controls, take control of your opponent's monster, and special summon this back to the field. So it's really annoying, but it kind of uses your resources at the same time. It's more like a late game option whenever you need it.
Yeah.
So like say you and your opponent are close to gain like time and you're down by 500 life points. You take that monster, summon this, and gain back your life points for time, obviously. Then next is Cyber Angel Benten. Trying to rarity bump her because she looks pretty in secret rare, but common's really good as well. Giddy appreciate the artwork. Cyber Angel Benton's your main search card. Whenever she's tribute summoned, add 1 life fairy type from your deck to your hand. So you only use her for that effect. But if you really want to be annoying, say you like your opponent's playing super heavy samurais, because they recently got support, so I see people trying to playtest that. You summon Ben 10, say you rack up her attack with Edatin, attack into like their big train boy, destroy it. They lose life points equal to their original defense. As long as it's sent to the graveyard, of course.
That's rough. That really does suck.
So they just lost 4,800 life points right there. And you just the Kyoshi Warrior, man. I'm gonna get copyright just saying that. Anyway, let's just 3 Edatin. I got her secret rare, so I was really happy as well. She's just there to boost up your monster's attack. There is a loop going around where you just use these 2. You just loop them back with Dakini. I was playing Dakini at 2 just for the lulz, so I can loop these 2 back, ritual summon them both, and just continue on, and they just stack. But if you want to take out a card, take out one of the Edatins and sub it out for Honest. As an effect on field, whenever this card's ritual summoned, you get to target 1 machine angel ritual spell card from your deck or graveyard and add it to your hand. So whenever you need it, it's just there. Next for the 1-ofs, 1 Dakini, 1 Izana, and 1 Vrash.
So why do we play 1 Dakini?
Dakini, she is an odd number. So say you're trying to do absolute ritual.
Yeah.
You need an odd number to get her out. But as you can tell, all the other monsters are even.
Yeah.
Except like Natasha. So you need like a Natasha and a Petite Angel or Egg Angel, which is like really situational. But since she's an odd number, she has a weird effect as well. When she's ritual summoned, your opponent has to your opponent chooses which card they have to send to the graveyard. So it's a monster. So say they send like their Bora load.
Does it target?
Nope. Your opponent has to send it.
So it's non-targeted removal.
But say they have like a graveyard effect, it still goes off.
Yeah.
Then this thing makes all your ritual monsters do piercing damage, which is really good.
It's very useful. So what about Izana? Why do we run her at 1?
She's like the back row removal. Like you force your opponent to send 1 spell trap card they control to the graveyard. Then she's an even number, I get that, but like her effects isn't really that good. Her stats are okay.
Does she have a graveyard effect?
No, she does not. None of these have a graveyard effect. None of the bigger monsters have a graveyard effect.
Now, I heard you talking about Vrash earlier and how it kind of cripples extra decks. If she's really as good as you say she is, why do we only run her at 1?
Big monster, you do not want to use that many trippies on her.
Oh, okay.
And she's more of a late game type thing.
So it's like last resort.
Yeah, so say they have a full field and you have absolute ritual, you could just use your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3,
10.
Yeah, to hand. So say you, sorry, I had to count real quick just to make sure I was correct. So you just use one of your level 6 and your level 4, summon her out, wipe their board, burn them for 1,000 for each, and attack for game. And she can make 2 attacks in a row.
That's, I mean, yeah. I mean, Vrash is a pretty good card.
And I believe, once returned during either player's turn, when a card or effect is activated that would destroy a card on the field, so that means any card, shuffle one ritual monster from your graveyard into the deck, negate the activation, you do destroy that card. So it's a free negate. And then Izana, she's like, whenever one of your Cyber Angel monsters are targeted, you get to shuffle one ritual monster back, Cyber Angel ritual monster, of course, back into the deck, and destroy one card your opponent controls.
Wow.
And then Dakini, best effect out of these two, best effect during the end phase, which allows her to add one's Machine Angel Ritual or
Absolute.
not absolute, a ritual monster back from graveyard to hand.
So she recycles.
Yeah. And last thing about Izana, whenever she sends a monster to graveyard by battle, she gets to attack twice. So
Only twice, or is
only
it...
twice.
Okay.
So it can't stack up, sadly. If she did, she would be like busted. And I've seen more people playing this deck though. And that's it for the rituals. Like, sadly there isn't that much, but with the little that they have, they still make do. For the spells, we run 3 Machine Angel Ritual. You know, their basic ritual spell. Double-edged sword right here. So you can activate it to summon your your Cyber Angels, of course, but its effect is really double-edged sword, its second one, because you can banish it to protect a light fairy monster.
Seems pretty useful.
But it's really risky because if you banish all 3, you're screwed.
Yeah, I mean, I really wouldn't suggest like banishing
Any of them, honestly.
Yeah, because you want to recycle it with Pinto Plume and your other
In Dakini.
with your other resources, because this is how you do your main combos.
Yeah. Like, if Absolute Ritual had this effect, so say if this ritual didn't have that effect and Absolute Ritual did, it'll make more sense to banish Absolute Ritual because you have to be exact.
Yeah, and you don't really use Absolute Ritual.
Yeah. And you run Absolute Ritual at 3.
And you use it for the bigger monsters like Vrash, which you only run 1 of, so, you know, having 3 or banishing 1 wouldn't really hurt you because you already have your Vrash on the field.
Exactly. Then the field spell, Ritual Sanctuary. Okay, if you've seen the GX anime, you would see the field zone for this. It's so elegant. It's just like a whole entire wedding. One of my favorite scenes whenever she's facing Chaz. And the BS move that she said is no longer tribute summoning, it's a ritual. You know, the card says tribute. We go talk about that though. That's a whole video. Time.
It's a topic for another video.
But what Ritual Sanctuary does, you can discard 1 spell, any spell, add 1 Light Fairy or 1 ritual spell from your graveyard, from your deck to your hand. And this thing recycles your spells like that. So, say you have 10 spells in graveyard. Shuffle all those 10 spell cards back, summon Vrash from your graveyard.
Wow.
But the thing is, it's double-edged sword as well. So you gotta have the exact amount of spells to summon that monster. So that's why whenever I have 2 spells, I always shuffle those 2 back, summon Egg or Petite. So it's really useful at times. But your main effect is to search out those cards if you don't have them. Next is Preparation of Rites. Basic, just add 1 level 7 or lower ritual monster from your deck to your hand. And if you have a ritual spell, add that tier from graveyard to hand. Just basic.
Nice.
Next, 2 Machine Angel Absolute Ritual.
So why do we only run 2 of Absolute if we have 3 targets for it?
This is a love-hate relationship, so it has to be exact, so on point with level. It can't go over, can't go under, of course. But once you do that, but it has a second effect, which is really useful. So say you don't have enough monsters in hand or field. You can shuffle warriors or fairy monsters from your graveyard into the deck.
Oh,
as
so
rituals.
so you can use them as the
Tributes.
okay. That's really good. I really like that effect.
But say you have to use like someone like Ben 10 and you shuffle her back into the deck, you don't get her tribute effect, obviously.
Yeah.
Because it just says shuffle, not tribute. So it's kind of like, it's there, but running 2 is okay. But sometimes when you really need it, Absolute Ritual will come in clutch.
So yeah. If I were to side deck, if I would want 3, what would I side deck out?
If you don't want 3.
If I want 3.
Oh, you want 3?
Absolute.
Probably the Edatin.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to go honest route, take out the Edatin and probably take out one of the field spells.
Okay.
Because-
Future reference. Don't worry about it.
Oh gosh, I'm just ruining up this video already. And then lastly, for the Machine Angel spell cards, Incarnate Machine Angel. Ooh, this one makes all your Cyber Angel monsters cannot be triggered by battle. It's a continuous spell, but I only run this at 1 minute because you don't really see it that often. And whenever you take battle damage from a card effect, so that means monster effect or battle. No, card. Or by battle or card effect. So say you're placing against Trickstars or something.
Yeah.
It goes both ways. You can tribute one of your ritual monsters on the field to summon another ritual monster from hand.
Wow. Does it matter what level?
Yes, it does. Because say you have your Ben 10, you could. It says you could tribute one Cyber Angel ritual monster from your hand or field. Special summon one Cyber Angel monster from your hand. This is also treated as a ritual summon. You can only use the effect. So yeah, it doesn't matter on the level because it's a ritual summon. It's like absolute but better.
Makes
because
sense.
it's a tag out like the artwork shows.
Yeah.
And lastly, when talking about like the targeting stuff,
Yeah.
Ritual Cage.
And Ritual Cage does?
You take no battle damage from attacks involving a ritual monster.
So that paired with Natasha is basically like...
Paired with these two and Natasha, you're set for game.
Wow.
And
it's pretty toxic if you ask me.
yeah, ritual monsters you control cannot be targeted or be triggered by card effects.
Wow, so it basically, if you have Natasha on the field with Incarnate Machine
And Ritual Cage,
you've basically just made your monsters untouchable.
unless they get rid of these two.
Yeah.
But Ritual Cage, I only play at 1. I would play at 2, but the way I play tested it, it just breaks way too easily.
Mm-hmm.
Because you rather see like a ritual spell than an actual cage.
Yeah.
But yeah, during all of that, it's just a fun ritual deck that I like playing. It's not going to be meta breaking like back in the day it kind of was, since Necros was the thing.
Yeah.
Because they used the Edatin effect to boost all the ritual monsters by 1,000. And then Duel Links, this thing was meta breaking.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
Dude, it literally took over the game for like almost the first 2 years that it was out.
The first 2 years that GX was out, it was insane. But I'm sad because, they limited it and never gave it more spotlight.
Yeah.
Oh, and people are going to be wondering why I'm not running the draw power card. The Machine Angel spell card that says you can tribute one ritual monster and draw 2 cards.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I'm doing that is because their effects do not activate whenever you tribute them.
So it'd kind of be useless.
Yeah, you're just drawing 2 cards. You're just going -1. Well, +1.
Yeah, +1, but...
But that's just whatever. I don't play any extra deck because, it's a fun build. And if I did, I would play like some Galaxy Eyes or some level 6 as well.
Galaxy Eyes.
I mean, you can't play Galaxy Eyes in this deck. It's not that bad. I've seen people run variants of this deck. Or if you have like these, like Utopia or something, because Utopia is like a warrior special summon. You can shuffle him back. No, actually you can't. He has levels.
He has ranks.
And not levels, ranks, yeah. But that's really it. Again, huge shout out to Jeff for helping me make this deck. He gave me like the Edatins, the Dakinis, Natashas, because Natashas were hard to find.
Yeah.
Then shout out to AI on Amino for give me the rarity bumps on the Talismandra and Candles and the other incantations of Bookstone. Trying to bump up my pencil plumes, but you know, we can't have everything. But I hope you guys enjoy. Please leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And please check out Team Micros for their next videos. Alright, peace.